What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 148 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. My name, of course, is l3layze, and today I'm going to get into a couple of matches and also open up a couple of packs of breakthrough boosters. But before I do that, I do want to go over this card that you see on your screen. This is a card from the newest set, the Sun and Moon expansion set, coming out on February 3rd. And every day up until the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, I'm going to be showing off a card or two. So I want to... Yesterday I showed off Arcanine, and kind of an interesting card, Arcanine is. But I also wanted to show off this card because this card is very interesting as well. So this card is called Team Skull Grunt. And Team Skull Grunt allows you to... This one's Japanese, so you can't really see it. But I'll translate it for you. This card does allow you to look at your opponent's hand and discard 2 basic energy cards that you find there. So I thought this was a very interesting card if you are running a deck that allows you to discard your opponent's energy and keeps your opponent from being able to attach any energy cards. To me, that's a crazy strategy that a lot of people have started using, and I don't think it's invalid. I think that it's actually a good strategy for the most part. The reason that it's good, and I'll show you this because I've come across this several times, is if you couple that with this Eradicate that you see on your screen. This Eradicate has 60 HP and Crunch only does 10 damage, but also will discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So I've come across this on several occasions where my opponent just completely destroys me because I can't do anything, because I can't attach energy cards. And that's kind of a big deal when it comes to using your attacks and retreating and pretty much everything that you can do in the game. You kind of need an energy card for. So if your opponent is making you discard energy cards, you really can't do anything. So while Eradicate will help you discard energy cards, also Enhanced Hammer will help you discard a special energy card. Also, Crushing Hammer helps you discard an energy attached to any of your opponent's Pokemon if you flip heads. And Team Flare Grunt, as a supporter card, will also let you discard an energy attached to your opponent's active. So these cards all together with the Team Skull Grunt can really help you deal a very frustrating situation to your opponent. So use it at your own risk, because if your opponent can't do anything, chances are they're going to be a little upset with you. And I don't want you to be in a situation where somebody gets mad at you. But this is Team Skull Grunt in the new Sun and Moon expansion coming out on February 3rd, so definitely keep that in mind. And try not to be too brutal when you make your deck. It's always fun to win, but I don't like coming up against decks that do this, because it's just not fun. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into a couple of versus matches. I'm still sticking with the deck of the month, which is a water type deck using Mega Blastoise EX. I don't have a name for it. It's called Blaster on my screen here, but I don't really have another name for it, so we're just going to go with that for now. This month is almost over. We only got about 12 more days left in the month, and that equates to about 6 more videos. Well, actually 8 more videos, I think. So with this deck, and then once February hits, I'll be doing a new deck, so stay tuned for that. Today is the 19th of January, and tomorrow it looks like there's going to be some scheduled maintenance going on for the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, so I'll probably be pre-filming the video for tomorrow so I can have something up tomorrow just in case something goes down and something gets crazy. Tomorrow's video I may not be able to record live necessarily, but it will be... I'll certainly have a video for tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. This person, I don't see a whole lot of Scissor EX decks. That doesn't come across... I don't come across these decks very often, so I don't know what this person is actually planning on doing. It's a Steel type deck and a Dark type deck, so this will be interesting. We'll have to see where this goes. I'm going to go ahead and grab a Blastoise and Manaphy. May as well get Manaphy out here too. Oh, never mind. I thought I grabbed the fan club. I don't know why I was thinking that. We'll put the Blastoise down here and attach a couple of 1 energy card to him. Next turn I'm going to go ahead and evolve that Yanma into Yanmega if I don't get killed by this Scizor. 50 damage plus 60 more damage if this Pokemon became the active during that turn. So he's only going to do 50 damage, which is still a lot. But hopefully it won't be too bad. So he's got 1 card in his hand. Ooh, 20 damage. It's not an energy card because he didn't attach an energy card this turn. So that's interesting. So in this type of situation, I don't want to use a card like In. I think that would be a bad choice. Because that'll give him just more cards that I don't want him to have. So he's relying very much on the next card that he gets to be able to do anything to me. He's got a tool card, so 120 damage goes to him. 100 damage since he's got that. He's got something. Steel Wing reduced damage by 20, so 100 damage. So now he's able to get 7 cards. I was worried that would happen. And he'll be able to do 100 or 50 damage at least to my Yanmega. Now I can retaliate with 100 damage again and knock him out. So that's a possibility. We'll see. Hopefully it works out in my favor. Oh, now he's going to go ahead and switch again. That is awful. But I don't have to let... anything take that damage. Or at least I don't have to let Yanmega die, is what I'm trying to say. Audino can go ahead and take that damage, and I'll be in good shape for now. A switch would be perfect. I didn't get it, but that's fine. Here's what we're going to do. I don't have a switch, but I can pull out the old Manaphy. Which means I'll still have 4 cards, which means I'll still be able to do 100 damage. We're in good shape. I like where this is going. I don't always. I don't always like where these matches go, but this one's going well. So I certainly will take a KO. I might want to go ahead and use In on the next turn. I think, does Zora have a, or Zoroark, does it have a move? No, he can rush in, I suppose. So that's fine, but I was kind of hoping he would do that. A Versus Seeker would not be ideal right here. Do I want... I can get 2 more cards here. Do I want to do extra damage? No, we'll get... I'm going to grab 2 more cards and switch. So I'm kind of worried that it may not work out in my favor. I'm going to go ahead and do the 120 damage. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and evolve. He doesn't have enough energy to do much damage to me right now. I guess I could have attacked him for 50 damage, and no, this is best. This is best. I like that texture. It's cool. So what's it going to be? 10 plus 30 for each of my bench Pokemon. 90, it's 100 damage. I can heal myself for 60, which would be nice. He gave up the victory on that because I think there wasn't much else he could do. And I don't really blame him on that. That was probably the best move. Save himself some time and get into the next match. 100 coins, I'll take that for sure. So now we're at 4110, which means that I can buy 20 packs of Sun and Moon booster packs when those finally do get released. That'll be in just a couple of weeks here, so stay tuned for that. Actually, 2 weeks from Friday is when I'll be doing that. I'll probably be opening all of those packs on a special Saturday episode, so definitely tune in for that. But let's go ahead and do the next match. I could potentially unlock a new Evolutions booster pack, but I think I'm going to go ahead and open up some Breakthrough packs. I've got 2 of those. I need to make sure I get all the packs I have opened up, so I have some, so I don't have anything else to worry about. I'm probably going to do a lot more tournaments over the course of February, which means I may play, I might just play a deck that I've not played in a while to see if I can get some victories going. Fire deck may not be the best idea for him, but that's cool. We'll see how it goes. So if you're new to my channel, thank you for tuning in. I do videos every Monday through Friday on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. I would love to see you there. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this match and open up 2 packs of booster cards, so don't go anywhere. And I also do videos periodically just regarding different subjects that are going on around the gaming world, so stay tuned for those too. I'm a very new channel. I've been doing videos since I think September, October, November, maybe December 2014. So I had a couple of other channels I was working on, and I kind of made the transition to where I am today. So I'm enjoying it. I want to continue to grow my my user base here and make my channel a lot more popular. And so he's reducing his damage every time. That is awful. So I don't have any bench Pokemon I can put out there, which is terrible. Reduce damage by 30. That sucks. So anyway, so stay tuned for the future. I am very excited for the Nintendo Switch. I've done a couple of videos where I talk about the Switch and what I can expect from that. Dang it. So check out those videos. I also talked about Pokemon Stars, which is a rumored game to be coming out from Nintendo on the Switch, and hopefully that does make it to light. We'll see. So this is getting really ridiculous, this match right here. I can't believe there's like 0 basic Pokemon that I've gotten. And if he doesn't evolve his Finnegan, I'm going to go ahead and knock it out. So I'm guessing he probably will, but he needs a rare candy or something. I'm not sure what he... Okay, I just won. I just won this game. I'm not going to waste any more time playing my hand. I'm just going to go ahead and beat him. Wow. Go Audino. You know what? I put you in this deck because I heard you might be a good Pokemon, and you have definitely lived up to your name. 50 extra tokens, that's what's up. And I guess we'll go ahead and do another one. I've got a little bit of time here to go ahead and do one more match. I did not expect those 2 to be so quick. So this one could go the opposite direction. Who knows? It could be a complete turnaround from what we just saw. But hopefully it won't be that bad. I typically do a lot of tournaments too. I think I'll be doing a tournament tomorrow with this deck to see if I can actually get any farther. I have not won any tournaments yet. I think I made it to the second round with this deck once. I have won tournaments with other decks, but this particular deck I have not won any tournaments with. So I'll be doing a tournament tomorrow to try to get some extra packs and see what I can get from that. So I'm definitely going to be wanting to evolve into Mega. I have pretty much all the cards I need to do that, unless he uses an in, which would be unfortunate. Town map lets him view all of his cards. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Blastoise Spirit Link, which will let me, well, I mean, I was going to say I can't really attack anyway, so even if I did not have this card, it wouldn't really matter. But next turn I'll go ahead and evolve, unless an in happens, in which case I may not have Blastoise anymore. I'm kind of surprised he wasn't able to attach energy here. Well, I get it now. He couldn't attack the first turn anyway, so he didn't want to go ahead and waste a turn. So now, on this next turn, since he's going to grab any 2 cards that he wants with Arrow Blitz, search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. By the way, he's able to use this card because of Gale Winds, which allows him to play that Pokemon as a basic if it's the first Pokemon, if it's in his hand when he's setting up play. So since he went ahead and grabbed 2 cards, I'm going to go ahead and use in to put those cards back into his deck. It's kind of sneaky, it's kind of kind of mean, but I also don't really care. I've got the energy I need. I should be in good shape here. It's 120 damage and then 30 damage to 2 benched Pokemon. He's going to try to get his Ampharos out as quickly as possible. I don't blame him there. Float Stone in. He might even try to get Electrode out, which means I probably should try to attack Electrode a couple times, maybe. I also need some benched Pokemon. Ooh, I do hate that ability. Put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's EX Pokemon. So, but he also gives me this, so that's kind of weird. I do have another in. I'm going to go ahead and use it because whatever 2 cards he grabbed are the 2 cards that he needs, and I don't want him to be able to use them. So, I've been in this situation. I've been in his situation on multiple occasions where I grab the cards I need, but then the opponent takes them away from me. So, just returning the favor. So I've talked a lot about Trainer's Mail. Let's see if Trainer's Mail actually gets me what I need this time. That's not bad. I can take a Lysander. It could come in handy. Can't use it yet, but I will. I will use it. Right now, we're going to go ahead and do 120 damage and 30 to 2 benched Pokemon. We're going to get rid of, actually, yeah, this Mareep I want to go ahead and hit. Because something worse than actually dealing 30 damage to my EX Pokemon per turn is dealing 60 damage to my EX Pokemon per turn, so I really don't want that to happen. I knew that was going to happen. I don't know why I thought that it would be different. I'm going to go ahead and pick up 2 knockouts on this next turn. Am I? No, I'm not, because he has 140 HP, not 130 or 20. I need to get rid of this it's kind of saving me right now, but I need to get rid of this Stadium card because it's also kind of getting in my way. That's going to add up quick. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out this Flaffy on the next turn and the Talonflame. and deal some damage to something else that's just going to get healed anyway. So, although it's very possible that I get another stadium card I can put up there that negates the effect, but it's not 100%. So here, picking up 2 KOs. That's how it's done, kids. If you're watching at home. I don't know where else you'd be watching, really. Maybe at work or something, but... He's going to deal 80 damage. Plus potentially 40 more. 120 damage would definitely knock me out. No, actually it wouldn't. But he's going to use that ability. I'd prefer the paralyzation. That would be more ideal. So hopefully that's what happens. It would be 80 damage and no extra, but it would be paralyzation, which I can go ahead and heal. Hang in there for one more turn. This would be a challenging match, I think. I still need to get some basic Pokemon on the bench, though. So, and really, Yanmega's weak to. Okay, so I lucked out. That was good stuff. $110. It's very possible that the next turn I could still go ahead and attack. It's kind of possible. Actually, it's very possible. I will definitely be able to heal my paralyzation next turn unless he somehow uses an in or something. Then I would not be able to. Although, if he deals 120 damage, it's not going to... Actually, even if he deals 80 damage, I'm pretty much... It'd be 140 plus 80. Yeah. He's pretty much dead. So here's the in that he is not going to play. Although he would actually get the KO onto Ampharos. Should I... Should my Blastoise get knocked out? Yanmega is going to get the KO. He is going to get the KO. That's fine, though. So I don't see him with any other Ampharos in his hand. Otherwise, he would have used it by now. So, all I need is 4 cards in my hand. And now I have them. And I can do 100 damage. Actually, I can do more than that because he has a... I need to do 100, though. That's all I need to do. So, no weakness, resistance, or any other effects on the active Pokemon. 100 damage, straight up, for the KO. DCE will come in handy for Audino. Audino may be the star of the show again. Who knows? he is weak to electricity, so something to keep in mind. Paralyzation would be bad, but he just ruined his chance to do paralyzation. No, he didn't. He can knock out his electrodes, attach them here, and still do paralyzation. But does he want to do that, is the question. Yes. Yes, he does. He's giving me a free prize card, though, so I'm not sure how lucrative that's going to be for him. We'll see. We shall see. Didn't he just attach an energy card? I thought he did. Maybe I missed something. Ooh. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop Audino, drop this, we're going to use this. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so not quite what I had in mind, but he might end up getting a couple more prize cards. Okay, discarded my DCE. That's cool. The ability won't work. Oh, you're going to kill my Yanmega. That's cool. That's good. That's a good play. That's the smart move. Oh, I guess it's EX. I thought it was Mega. My fault. So the ability does work. And 240 damage. Woo! So Audino's going out next. I was really hoping that I would get I was really hoping I'd get Manaphy out, which I don't think he's in the discard pile. No. He's in one of these two cards. So, I suppose I'll make him switch. Would that be a good idea? Because he's got 1 retreat cost. He's got 2. That's probably a better idea. My hope, I don't know if this is going to work out very well or not, but my hope is that his Electrode, he's going to knock out and attach energy just for the retreat. That's my hope. And it's a good card to play right here. You need to get those cards back in your deck because you are running low. And of course, okay, good for you, good for you. Exactly what I was hoping for. Oh gosh, I almost did that totally wrong. Wow, I would have been so mad at myself. So here we just need the other Mega Blastoise, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach it now because I can't attack anyway, and because I don't want him to use in again, mess me up. So I've got 2 options here. I can survive for 5 turns. Oh, well, he's probably going to get this Audino knocked out, and that's fine, because by then I'll have everything powered up. But I definitely should have used the Stadium card last turn. Kind of messed that up. This is going to be tough. He doesn't have any energy cards in his deck right now. That's, wow. I just realized that because he used this card, and the Professor's Letter did not yield any energy cards. So, ooh. In order for him to switch this out, he has to get Electrode KO'd. That's a good card to play. He's still going to have 4 cards left in his deck. Ooh. I do want to heal Audino, though, so I don't want to use it right now. I want to use it next turn. I don't think he's got anything hidden up his sleeve that he can do. I think he's trying very hard not to knock out that Electrode. That's the only reason I did that. To heal myself for 20 damage. Of course, he's just going to heal it, so. But now that means that he's only going to do 10 damage to me every turn, so it's the ultimate stall. That was the right move. I'm surprised he didn't do that sooner. But he very easily could have just discarded this, and then 100 more coins. Okay, cool. Like, he very easily could have discarded his Electrode, attached it to... Actually, can you attach that to that Pokemon? I don't even know. Let me check. I think you have to attach Electrode to an Electric-type Pokemon. Maybe that's why he didn't do it. If this would hurry up, I'll check. And then we'll open up a couple packs. Come on. Come on. There we go. Collection. Let's check out Electrode, because I feel like I'm missing something there. Show not owned. Why is it not on there? I typed it in right. Anyway. Oh, so he couldn't do it. So that was probably the best move I could have done, was to make him switch out for a Pokemon he had no... There was nothing he could do to get that Pokemon switched out. So, wow, that was interesting. That was a fun match. I gotta say, that was a fun way to win. So, anyway, let's go back into packs of cards here, and I'm gonna open up 2 breakthrough packs. The last 2 that I have, I just earned this Evolutions pack, which I will open at some point. But right now, let's go ahead and open up this breakthrough pack, see what's inside. If I hadn't said it yet before, I'll say it now. Thank you so much for watching today. I've got 2 packs to open up, so don't go anywhere, but do hit that like button and subscribe. I will certainly be back tomorrow with another episode of the Pokemon Trading Card Game. But let's go through these cards here. So, Simisage is 90 HP. Fire Fling is put 3 fire energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. And Hand Fling is 10 damage times the number of cards in your hand. So I like this card a lot, and I've seen this card get used in very creative ways to actually deal a ton of damage. So don't sell this card short. It's actually a very lucrative card to play in the game. So next up, we got a Floatstone. Of course, this is a tool card that allows your Pokemon to retreat with no retreat cost. Wobbuffet, 100 HP and Mirror Barrier. Flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's next turn. And Rolling Tackle for 50 damage. Vanillish, 70 HP. Ice Edge does 10 damage plus 30 more if you flip heads. And Icy Wind for 30 damage puts your opponent's active Pokemon to sleep. Houndoom Spirit Link will not end your turn if you evolve Houndoom EX into Mega Houndoom EX. Meowth has 60 HP. Exhausted Tackle will deal 30 damage if you flip heads, but if tails, you deal 30 to yourself. Magnemite with 60 HP, Shock Generator, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And Lightning Ball for 20 damage. Hip Hop Anonymous, 80 HP, Nose Jet for 30 damage. If the defending Pokemon tries to attack during your opponent's next turn, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, the attack does nothing. Rufflet just has Peck for 30 damage and 50 HP. Nothing to see here. And Sandshrew, 60 HP, double scratch, 10 damage times the number of heads after flipping 2 coins. And Sandtomb, 20 damage. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. So we'll go ahead and open up this last pack here, and then I will sign out for the day. Let's see what we get. Got a Ralts, Stadium card, Panseer is a new card that I didn't have before. Alright, so Mewtwo EX is 170 HP, Scatter Shot with 30 damage times the number of Psychic Energy attached to this Pokemon. Pretty decent attack if you load this Pokemon up with Psychic Energy. Damage Change is probably the most annoying attack. It switches all damage counters on this Pokemon with those of your opponent's active. So, in situations where I play a Carbink that can't be damaged by EX Pokemon, they basically just heal themselves for all the damage I just did. So, that's why it's annoying. Panseer with 60 HP, Fury swipes for 10 damage times the number of heads, flipping 3 coins. Parallel City, so the Pokemon, the player on the bottom, their Grass, Fire, and Water Pokemon damage is reduced by 20, and the player on the top can only have 3 benched Pokemon. Of course, you can select which player is which when you play this card. Assault Vest, any damage done to this Pokemon by a Pokemon that have special energy attached to them is reduced by 40. Kind of situational. I don't like this card all that much because you kind of have to be in a situation where your opponent has special energy. So, it's not always the case. We just saw this card a few minutes ago, so we'll skip it. Starly, 50 HP. Call for Pals. Search your deck for as many Starly as you like and put them onto your bench. Not bad. Elgium, 50 HP, Psych Up, 10 damage during your opponent's next turn, or during your next turn. This Pokemon's Psych Up attack does 20 more damage. Ralts has 60 HP, Mumble for 10, and Magic Shot for 20. Nothing really to see here. Goldeen with 60 HP, Reckless Charge does 20 damage, but also does 10 to itself. And Mischievous has 60 HP, and Haunt will put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. So that is going to do it for me today, folks. Again, I want to thank you for watching. I will catch you on the flippity flop. So, thanks again. You're the best.